All right, there are plenty of stocks to watch out for as we head into a brand new day of trade. HDFC Bank will be on everyone's radar after the analyst day yesterday. Let's find out what took place there. Abhishek is with us. Abhishek, what was the lowdown?
Well, the key focus area for HDFC Bank is that they want to sustain a granular franchise growth as well as maintain their net interest margin and ROA. So the focus is on profitability along with sustainable growth. In tight liquidity, they will not chase high-cost deposits in order to, grow their balance sheet. And also, they will maintain healthy LDR, that is lending to deposit ratio, and LCR, that is liquidity coverage ratio. Hence, any constraint in deposit growth may actually moderate the loan growth, but they will not chase high cost growth. In terms of threshold with respect to lending rates, that will be passed on with rise in their funding costs in order to maintain their net interest margin as well as ROA, that is return on asset, in the guided band. With the latest development at Paytm, HDFC Bank will be more sanguine to opportunities that they see in the merchant transaction business, which will make economic sense for them, and they will leverage the group's distribution strength, and the share in third-party products will increase going ahead as well. SDB Financial is on track with respect to their intention of listing the subsidiary on stock exchanges. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very much for that. You're also watching for Kotak Mahindra Bank, and here there has been a top-level management rejig.
Well, yes, Rima, as you mentioned, Kotak Mahindra Bank did announce on exchanges that there will be a rejig in the top management. So, Mr. KVS Manian, a whole-time director, has been redesignated as joint MD with effect from 1st of March 2024. Along with him, Ms. Shanti Ekambram, who is a whole-time director, has been redesignated as joint MD with effect from 1st of March 2024. Mr. Devang Ghiwala will become the new CFO, replacing Mr. Jamin Bhatt, currently Group President and CFO, when the latter retires on 31st of March 2024. Mr. Milind Nongar, currently Chief Technology Officer, will take on the additional role of CEO, that is Chief Operating Officer, with effect from 1st of April 2024. Mr. Paul Parambi, currently the Chief Risk Officer, will take on the post of Group Chief Risk Officer with effect from 1st of March 2024. Back to you.
All right, well, that's a whole lot. Abhishek, thanks very much for that. Coming back to you for more. But, along with Kotak Mahindra Bank, the stock to get impacted, actually, maybe even more so, is Federal Bank. The intraday will come up on your screen and basically rallied about 10-12% post the news came through that Mr. Manian perhaps is one of the three names which has been sent to the RBI after Mr. Srinivasan actually steps down. And that basically excited the stock, and it moved up from about 145-ish to 162 levels. So there is a bit of a disappointment, at least in the very near term, as we open up this morning, because that isn't happening anymore. All right, well, we're talking about Whirlpool next, where there is, a very large block coming to the market. Rima?
Yes, so Whirlpool promoters are looking to sell about 24% stake via a block deal. This 24% is 15% base size, plus an option to increase it by 9%. And the total estimated deal size is about $450 million. And the floor price for this particular block is at a 7.5% discount to where the stock closed yesterday at 12.30. The stock closed at 13.31. The promoters, in fact, had indicated a couple of months back that they want to sell down their stake, bring it lower in Whirlpool India to pare down their debt. So, that's the reason why the promoters are bringing this stake down.
Okay, very interesting there. Thanks, Rima, for that. Well, Deepak Fertilizers also on our radar. Sonal is here to give us the lowdown. Sonal, hi, morning.
Good morning, Sonia. Well, Deepak Fertilizers is in focus because the company has entered a contract, which is with Equinor, into a long-term supply agreement for liquefied natural gas, or LNG. And this agreement is for annual supplies of up to 0.65 MMSCMD, 65 million tons over a period of 15 years. This is beginning 2026. And in the past as well, the company has entered into such long-term contracts. This LNG will be delivered to the west coast of India, and this is where majority of Deepak Fertilizers plants are. So the cost will be lower as well. The contract to strengthen value chain from gas to ammonia, because gas is a major raw material for the company, and that's why this is a positive news for them.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Yesterday, there was an interesting block deal in Minda Corp, 4.5% stake. Vivek joins in with the buyers list on Minda Corp and also about Sula Vineyards.
Well, that's right. So yesterday during the pre-market, you did see a couple of large block deals happening. First one was the Minda Corp. Now remember, this is a retail individual shareholder, classified under public shareholding. Her name is Bella Agarwal. She's sold her entire 4.5% stake. But interestingly, the list of buyers is very strong. Kotak Mahindra Mutual Fund picked up almost 2% stake yesterday. Motilal Oswal Mutual Fund picked up 1.83% stake. And the list of other mutual funds were Aditya Birla Society General, Access Mutual Fund, as well as Monica Garware. So these are the names that picked up the stake as far as Minda Corp is concerned. The next stop, like you mentioned, was Sula Vineyard. It was a CNBC-TV18 news break yesterday that indicated that there would be a very large block deal happen, and along expected lines, over 11% equity changed hands yesterday. Who are the sellers? Like we reported, Whirlpool Asia PT sold its entire 8.3% stake. Moserena LP they also sold their entire 3.66% stake. The list of buyers, the only one that's been reported is Morgan Stanley Asia PT. They picked up almost 1% stake in yesterday's block deal.
Okay, Vivek, thank you very much for that. Well, more stocks with news flow. Sudarshan is standing by with that list. Sudarshan, morning.
Morning, Prashant. So, I'll start with NBCC. Company has bagged 3 work orders worth rupees 369 crore in February so far. Next is Titagarh Rail. Money Control has reported that company will start supplying driverless metro train coaches for Bengaluru Metro from the month of April. Torrent Power is looking to invest 2,500 crore to develop 4 projects in Uttar Pradesh. And Paisalo Digital Board will consider fundraising in its meet on February 22.
Thanks a lot for that. That's a quick snapshot of all the stocks you need to watch out for. Here's a recap. Stocks with positive news flow. There's HDFC Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Deepak Fertilizers, Minda Corp, NBCC, Titagarh Rail, Torrent Power and Paisalo Digital. While stocks with negative news flow, there's Whirlpool and Sula Vineyards. But also let's take it straight to our commodities editor, Manisha Gupta, to give us a quick roundup of all the action from the commodity markets overnight. Manisha, good morning.
Thank you for that, Sonia. Well, I'll start with what China data has come out with, and the Chinese bank has cut 5-year loan prime rate by 25 basis points to 3.95%. Well, that has given an immediate support to many of these metal commodities there. Of course, the U.S. Fed meeting minutes have signaled patience, so that really seems to be keeping the prices in check right now. If you look at the crude oil prices, we're trading at a 3-week highs right now because of the Middle East tensions continuing to simmer. The street is looking at the gold price is trading on the firmer side as well, but that's perhaps where it ends, because when you look at steel, it's trading at a 1-month lows. Aluminum prices at a 1-month low as well. Copper prices fell 1.5% overnight. Iron ore prices were down a percentage point overnight as well. So while the Chinese bank cutting rates is a bit of a positive for the markets lately, looking at the overall numbers, and that isn't very supportive.
Okay, thank you very much for that. We will slip into a very short break on that note. On the other side, we'll be joined by Amnish Agarwal for some stock talk. Stay tuned.